Good morning. Good morning. Someone could have a heel spur, okay? A heel spur. And then I thought that was the thing that you put at the end of a cowboy boot, but then it's like an actual thing, like it's an actual like injury or like pain caused by injury. And I was like, what's a heel spur? Because I was getting injury, and then I felt this shooting fucking pain from like the center of my heel going up to my calf, and I'm like, holy fuck. So whoever's going through that, maybe the Herb Bible will figure it out. I don't fucking know, but I feel so terrible for you. Like, what would you even do? What would you even do? Like, ow. Ow. Somebody could be like waking up on the right side of bed. Like, you know, instead of waking up on the wrong side of the bed, they're waking up on the right side of the bed. The positive side, the optimist side. Judgment exposes self-love. Judgment for whoever collaborated on having you miss opportunities. Okay. This is making you happy. That was the right decision to self-love. Because you trusted your intuition in exposing and claiming your independence. This is why these people are mentally trapped. Going to jail. Going to jail. But there's like different readings of this already. Like, it's just said in different ways. Like, there's just a lot of people going to jail. It's just what it is for different things. But like the same common denominator, right? Attacking me or you. These people hate that you love yourself. There is something wrong with that, right? They feel like you expose their secrets. You expose yourself, okay? Like, if I were to do something and someone heard and told someone else, is it their fault that I did that? No. No, it's not. Like, it's just that I don't get it. There could be a boss that's conflicted or an Aries. And Aries is conflicted by your self-love because they got a secret. They got a secret. A secret child? Ooh, no. Maybe. An authority figure wants equal give and take now after they already snaked you. Because they want something from you. They like, if this person ever watched your kid, they hold raising your kid for a certain amount of time against you. That's a resentment of theirs. Okay? So like, if this is like a grandparent and they like, or yeah, I'm getting grandparent. If this is a grandparent to your child and they watched your kid for a moment in time, okay, in order for you to like heal something, whether it be yourself or like shit with your baby mama or like a marriage or like have a break from another child, okay, they really, really, really hold this against you for some reason. And they feel like you owe them something. Then why didn't you just ask to get paid to babysit? Because it would have made you look bad? Because no grandmother or grandfather gets paid to babysit their grandchild? I don't fucking know. It's your resentment. You would know. You'd know. So there's nothing really you can do about it, right? It's insanity to try. It's insanity to try. Because all we can control is ourself and our actions and our intent and our thought. Okay, if that's the only thing that we can control, then that's a them problem. Okay, it's a them problem that they've never even brought it up. It's a them problem that they think that they're entitled to your money because they did something. Yeah, I don't know. Especially if they haven't even brought it up, right? Like, there's nothing you can do about that. Sorry. Like, sorry. Nothing you can really do about that. That's the truth. Like, what did you ever really do for this person? Were they ever in a really tough place, down and out? What did you do for them? What did you do? And I don't mean like on a financial level. Well, maybe it is financial, right? Maybe it's like, I don't fucking know. You're conflicted because this is your child. You treated your child like this. You resent your child. You resent your child. And now you like don't want people to know the conflict. The conflict of the situation. Like why this person had to resort to just pouring into self and allowing God to pour into them, right? That's what the conflict is. Conflicted. The idea of you to your son or your daughter. You don't like it. You don't like it. You don't like their truth. Maybe it's that you feel like a fool. Alligator tears. Alligator tears. Like, honestly, this child doesn't give a fuck, right? They've already cried enough. They're already actively healing themselves and their child. So, like, I mean, if you're trying to, like, if you're trying to, like, imply that this person is, like, unhealed or, like, put their children through some shit, it's like they're healing, actively healing together. That argument doesn't hold. Like, people go through shit in life. Like, it's like what something you're saying isn't valid. It just shows something about you. Trying to move away. Trying to move away from conflict. Okay? Move away from passionately trying to have these ships come in. Ooh, this was the guy from last night that got blocked from this transaction. This group is like fighting, man. They're fighting. They're fighting. There's like an investigator that stirred up the group or some shit. Someone's trying to like do magic on you. Okay, I was transmuting energy all night last night. I didn't go to bed till like around 4, maybe 3. 3:30, 4. There's someone doing magic, okay, so that you could like feel like your loins burning, okay? They want you to want a baby. They want you to want a baby, so that they can get at your money. They think that having a baby with you is a key to having a family and generational wealth. I'm abstinent. I'm going to stay abstinent for a while. Like, I don't even know if I'll ever be with anybody. Especially now with, like, all this, like, continuous setups for how many years, and, like, dating preparation. Like, you know how far it went? You know, okay, I tapped into it a little bit last night, but, like, how far it went is that, like, they'll look at, like, compatibilities. So zodiac sign compatibilities. So I'm an Aries. Okay, they're gonna say compatibility signs for an Aries. Okay. And they're just gonna like try to make it so like they get someone who's spiritual. Things that they think I like. I'm not gonna list them off. Because they want this, they want to cut. They think you owe them something, man. But really, they stole this and fucking split it 6 ways. There's messages about this. They already know you're going to get picked up for these messages. And this person's going to move on. Like, this is already their wish. Like, don't talk to me. These people want to 10 of swords you. Like, they're trying to invest in, like, this is like the house, right? Invest in getting relations, house, healthy foundation. Ooh, they want to 10 of swords you for your house and your finances. What you've grown in life. What's to your name and your house. This is why they were trying to kill me for so long. Dude, if that's coming out, like just so like out there like that, I didn't have to tap in and figure that out. People know. Like, probably should feel like a fool. Like, you miss out on a great opportunity of having this person as a daughter or a son. Or whatever they are to you, right? A friend. Any sort of peer, right? If you're one of these people from the past, like a relationship, right? A wife, a life partner, a soulmate, right? You really missed out on that. And it's like, why be fake about it now? You just look fucking dumb. And this person isn't an idiot. This person isn't an idiot. Like, what makes you think that they'd ever want anything to do with you after you tried to 10 of swords them, betray them, kill them, whatever? Set them up to go to jail. Okay? I don't know how many times I was in cells. 5, 6. Always getting starved in there. Always getting asked the most fucked up questions. And like, I actually got tormented in there once. Or once really bad. But they didn't treat me very well in there. I was always so ready to get out of there, right? Always keep me really long and starve me. I'd be like dry heaving, dry heaving because I was so hungry. They wanted to catch me on a breach so bad. So bad. They come to my house at fucking like right at 9, right at curfew, right? I got the boys home. I'm a homebody. I'm a homebody. I like, even when I like, even like before they ever charged me, okay? They charged me for something that my ex and his ex did to my son, okay? So the charges that they charged me with were like indictable for 10 years or some shit. And then like they like never gave me a, what's it called? Pre-trial? No, preliminary. They never gave me a preliminary hearing at all because my lawyer behind the scenes was working with a judge behind the scenes to give me a bogus plea deal that they didn't tell me until like 2 weeks before trial. So I like got rid of that guy. Got rid of that guy. And made him think that he got rid of me. Just so that my parents couldn't come at me with like, we bought that lawyer. You better go back to that lawyer. No, I can't. I can't. I got a new lawyer. And my trial lasted like 2 hours, right? Those prosecutors had fuck all because I didn't fucking do it. So it was like 2 years of bullshit. I was like, no. I didn't even let that lawyer tell me what's what. I'm just like, no. Fuck off, right? Like that first one that was looking like working with that judge. Yikes. Yikes. I'm named Jason, and that's my uncle's name. This person's just holding on to this money. They have messages of you holding on to this money, like, and lying in order to do it. Like, you're going to jail. Like, there's no option here. Tower. Like, there's someone going to bring peace to this situation. Like, there's someone good. Do you think that there's no one good anymore? There's people that are good. There's people that are good. There's people that have been through the war and back and are still fucking good. Okay, look at me, right? These people don't want to believe that you're good. They want to believe that they have like exhausted all your options for you by these lies that they created around your name. But there's a tower moment because somebody recognizes, okay? You know the saying like real recognize real? That's the shit. Okay? And that love, that integrity trumps all your lies, trumps all the money you think you have. You thought that you like got rid of every single resource for this person, but that's just not the truth. Okay, for one, they got God. For one, they stand on what they speak. Okay? And then for three, there is actually good people out there. So you're wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. This is just your lack mentality. This is just your pessimist like outlook on life that allows you to think that that's an illusion allowed by God, allowed by the negative energy that consumes you. Tower moment. You know what a tower moment is? That's like a lightning bolt striking you down, man. That's God. That's God striking you down. That's a shift in the universe due to you not ever changing out of this lack mentality, out of you spreading lies on someone's name. Okay? That's fucking the towers, like the wrath, the universe shifting, okay? Due to cause and effect, over a certain amount of time, you didn't want to change, now it's gonna make you. It's like a change, a shift, where like, it's a good or bad change. It's a good or bad change. It'll either bring you peace, okay, because you're on the good side of karma, or it'll fuck your shit up because you're lack, okay? Because you lack something, okay? You lack empathy, you lack sympathy, you lack moral value. Someone like discredited their own family. And you ganged up to do it, man. You collaborated. You collaborated to like get rid of any resource for this person out of lies and deception. It's like you don't know what to do anymore. Then quit. Like, what? Did this ever make you feel good? Probably, because of the money behind it, right? Take the money out. Take the money out of the equation for a second. Does you doing that to this person still make you feel good? Like, you gotta pay attention to like what you feel like after. Even when I feel like, okay, even when I was getting called, you know, the C word yesterday, I didn't even feel good to even respond, okay? I hung up the phone. Because if I were to say that back, I wouldn't feel good. If I were to return to sender, I wouldn't feel good. And I really pay attention to those feelings, because it's like, how could that make you feel good? Wanting someone in lack and not having anything and anyone and lying on their name. Like, you're making it way worse than it had to be. Because you're collaborating behind the scenes. Like, this shit, there's gonna be like, I'm hearing erupt, but like an abrupt ending. And hopefully it's not somebody's life, because I know that y'all try to get me killed for how many years now? You know, like, God have mercy. It's so fucked. What you think is poverty isn't actually poverty, right? This is lacking something inside. So you think that you ganged up, you gathered up to like waste people's resources based on lies, to have them in poverty, to make them make an irrational decision or whatever the fuck you were entailing for them? That's not it. This person's not lack inside. This is you. You manifested this for yourself. This entire group. And this person is getting poured into by the divine. This poverty, this lack, this is you. This is this person. Like, there's a big difference. This is operating out of a love space. This is like getting more intuitive gifts. More love. More healing. Like I said, I had to transmute energy till 4 in the morning last night, and that's not going to affect me. It's going to work for me. Like, it works for me now. Thank you. The sun. Like, I'm going to have a happy home, right? I already do have a happy home. Okay? It just exposes why you tried to get me arrested in the first place. It exposes how you worked with people of my past. It exposes how you continuously try to get me to be guided towards people of my past and people you want to set me up with to date or marry. You just every which way that you tried to like dwindle someone's resources just shows every which avenue you went to. Okay? That's why like when I was explaining like how someone's trapped in the mind, I'm like, this is what I was doing, right? It's like every avenue, you sold everybody out. Okay, so now they go here and talk to this person here, talk to this. Okay, now they meet at the casino, you know? Okay, now they meet here. Okay, now they split up. They know all your tactics now. Okay? And you did it, you called attention to yourself. You called attention to yourself. Like, that's your own fault. The details that they have about you is from you. It came from the horse's mouth, man. That's what I'm getting here. It came from the horse's mouth. And that's why, like, I made sure I didn't say anything unless it was in my own home. Unless it was like a reading that I was channeling for other people, the collective as a whole. Okay, but obviously my shit's gonna come out too, right? And like, if you were a reader, go back to the beginning of your channeled messages, okay? Take like maybe like a day or two off, okay? You'll be able to recharge. And then also everything you could ever seek is in your readings, even if like you didn't even mean it. Right? If you unintentionally said something, it means something, okay? And it like says your entire story. It's so amazing how God works, okay? How like he works through people. Oh, it just like, I could like, my heart feels so full right now. Yeah, that's all for that. Sunflower. I'm here, radiant sunflower. Like you're gonna get arrested for the action you took. Clarify the Ace of Wands. This could be a drive-by. Or like trying to like find like, I'm getting like you were gonna try to like shoot someone while they're driving within the community. Okay, while they're driving within the community, okay, this star, I hear reach for the stars. Okay, you were going to try to shoot this person in a drive-by shooting. That's exposed. I mean, you could try. Like it's desperate, okay? It's fucking desperate. Something about like having your water like run low. They want your water to run low, so whatever they try to put in it, it could be like chemicals, like a chemical bath, but like not like the body disintegrating way. Oh, maybe it is. Anyways, if you have a well, they want your like waters to go low so that whatever they put in your water could like not be as purified. It affects you faster. Like something's not going fast enough. Or like something about the water that you bathe in. Yeah, the water that you bathe in the reverse. They don't want you to be able to take care of yourself. Okay. And also like in like, I was making this stir fry. Okay. I was frying up some cabbage and like, it was bagged cabbage and it fucking tasted so strong. It tasted so strong. I was like, what a waste, man. I like had to throw it all out because like I took a bite of it and it was so fucking strong. I can't even know what that is. I was just like, I couldn't even swallow. Magic in the mountains. Magic in the mountains. Like you expose yourself. Like, I was getting masons the other day, like free masons. Oh, could be a mason jar. Cancel anything that's in a jar. Thank you. Like, these people have, like, tools. Like, they, like, pride themselves on this magic that they do. But I'm getting, like, there's, like, I was getting mason yesterday. And, like, when you choose this path of masonry or masonry or whatever, you are supposed to be like, you're supposed to be like equally in your masculine and feminine, if you know what I mean. Like you're supposed to be like a family man. You're supposed to be like of the good of the community. And there's like a real fucking evil Freemason. Okay? And there's like a serpent that's after you. There's like a fucking serpent that's after you. Whoo! It's like trying to like, and it's trying to like entwine itself around your fucking spine, man. Oof. Clear that. Clear that. Damn, that's the fucking truth. Some sort of serpent energy. Ooh, man, my spine, like, fucking so crazy. Somebody thinks that, like, the way spirituality is, like, the predictions that we say, the things that we see, is, like, a sort of, I don't know what the fuck they think it is, but there is such thing as, like, other realms and other things, and people do call upon them, you know? People do this stuff and don't even know what they're fucking with, man. So it's like what you think doesn't fucking matter. Like you don't even know. Why the fuck why would you say something that you don't even know? I don't know. If I see it from my third eye and now I'm aware of it, I know it to be true. I'm not going to be burdened by what you think it is. Okay? I know it to be true. I trust my spiritual team more than I trust you or anybody else. So it's like, it's not my fault that your eyes are shut. Okay? But then you're jealous that they're not open. Riddle me that. Riddle me that. It's like, yeah, okay. Like, why have people, like, been trying to, like, steal my intuition, steal my gifts? Okay? If you could do it, you do it. So just somebody, any point they bring up is just like avoidant to the real thing that they don't want to address, right? It's a deflection, it's a distraction. It's a, hey everyone, believe me, okay? Where I'm like, you don't have to believe me, man. You don't have to. You don't have to. I made this channel for people who are seeking awareness, self-awareness, and healing, right? Like, you have to, like, literally be going down a rabbit hole to find me. You know what I mean? To find any healer or any healing, like, abilities like that, because the internet's kind of rigged. The internet's kind of rigged like that, right? Where you have to kind of go down a rabbit hole to find any sort of healing, any sort of like spirituality or a healer online. You literally like have to like always be looking at readings. And who has the time for that, really? Or like personally know that person, or personally know that someone who knows someone who knows someone. My work, see? Somebody thinks that your work is make-believe. Let them think that. Let them think that. It's like if they really thought that, they wouldn't be doing magic now, would they? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. But it's like, whatever. Whatever. I don't like what you do either. Actually, I don't even care. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares but you. Somebody could have got arrested. And like, this is why they have to let go of the work that they've been doing. It could have backfired. Somebody could have lost everything, man. They could have lost everything because it wasn't theirs. So it's like, God, if you are one of the people who lost everything, God is like making you love self before he gives you any sort of finances in life again. It's because like this person was only trying to love themselves, and you had to do this to them, right? You had to invade their space. You had to manipulate their finances. You had to hold on to any sort of opportunity, any sort of, anyone who works with like stealing hearts or stealing parts, you're going to be taught this lesson too. You're going to be taught this lesson too. Because of the path you continuously choose in life. Magic in the mountains. I don't judge, but I mean, like, that's fucked up. I would never be able to bring myself to do that type of work, right? So it's like, you better take that up with the Lord, man. You better. Because I don't even know. There's some things, I don't even know how to say this without sounding cold. I got taught this, okay? And I believe it to be true. There's some things that cause more of a ruckus, cause more of a not loving self, cause more of a scene admitting to, okay? And I don't care who tells you what, if you're going through this healing journey and you're purging out these things you do, and it's something that would cause more of a mess, making an amend, owning up to that, just take it up with the Lord, okay? You don't have to tell that to anybody but you, okay? Don't lie to yourself. That was fucking wrong. Don't fucking lie to yourself. Be honest to yourself and the Lord. Okay? But you don't have to tell anybody else. And even when you're doing it in these groups, say AA, NA, whatever, they say, at least tell one person. At least tell one person. You don't fucking have to. Make that one person be you and be really fucking honest. Okay? And God. I don't care what those people tell you. Like, but you're gonna have to let it go somehow. You're gonna have to heal that somehow. And how? When you just oppress it, act like it doesn't exist when it does. This, like, took a left turn. Sharp. A sharp left turn. Like, some things are better left unsaid. For your sake. On this earth. Right? Take it up with the Lord. But I mean, I don't even know, man. I don't even know what advice to give other than that. That's all I know. Like, God have mercy. Right? I fear God. I'm scared of God. Fuck, man. I got put down so many paths where I'm like, guide me. Guide me. Please, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And then intuitively, I got guided. And it did something for me. It did something for me, so I'm going to continuously do it. Okay, this is my thing. This is what brings me peace. This is what brings me opportunity. This is what brings me ideas. This is what brings me creativity. This is what grounds me. This is what makes me feel whole. Okay? And you can tell by the feeling you get while you're doing it. Okay? If I were to call that person a C word back, I wouldn't have this feeling. It would have affected my optimism. It would have allowed me to see myself in a different light. And I don't see me like that. So I just hung up. Like, that's a phone call I do not want to be a part of. Like, that's the only thing they called for. Call me a cunt. It's whatever. And I say it's whatever, but obviously, if there's an underlining resentment there, obviously I have an underlining disappointment, right? It's just the truth. Okay, I know I'm like, that needs to be shaken off. But after I cut the camera off, it's like, I do understand that there's like an underlining disappointment. Okay, I do address that, but that's between me and God. You know what I mean? So it's like, there'll be a certain point where I don't have that anymore, because I really don't give a fuck. Okay, I just started not giving a fuck. This really used to affect me. Fuck, I was crying on here like not even a month ago, like fucking crying. Like I felt that, man. I felt it. Now I feel other people's energy, and I know it's not mine, and it just is what it is. It is what it is. It's funny, like I go around these people and I feel their frustration, and I have to like literally say a word so that I don't feel what they're feeling anymore, because that's not me. And it, like, you don't know how many things you're like, ailments you're creating in your body just by constantly feeling in that anxiety, in that anger, in that frustration, in that, like, what is it even? Hate, resentment, fear. Irritable, like you're irritable for what? You better address that, right? You better address that in a way that makes you feel good. And trust me, what you've been doing doesn't make you feel good. Why do you think you feel like that? Why do you think it's grown, festered, exasperated? This is the result of your actions. I'm very accurate with what I'm saying. Tower moment. Someone's like, I gotta believe it to see it. Best believe. Best fucking believe, man. Because you're about to see it. I think that's it. 10 of Swords. Oh, shit. Kill for money. Kill for money. I'm glad I'm not you. Glad I'm not you. I would never do that. Evil in the reverse. Like, I'm a person who like, people have good things, good opportunities, whatever, and I'm genuinely happy for people. I am. And that's evil in the reverse. Pay it back. Blockages, man. You've been trying to create blockages for someone and it's discovered. Set up. Let's just take a minute to look at the cards that flew flew onto my lap. That still catches me off guard, right? I'm like, ooh. Oh. Oh. Set up. Snakes. I'm getting plural with the snake. Snakes. Mistake in the reverse. So like what you fucked up on was like Mr. Take. I'm getting Mr. Take. Mr. Take in the reverse. New love in the reverse. This person isn't going to be with anyone. Plotting. Competition in the reverse. Pregnant in the reverse. Like, you're not going to get me pregnant. I'm not going to. Taurus in the reverse. Taurus is not pregnant. Taurus is also not creative or nurturing. Nobody's competing with you, Taurus, who's in the reverse. Taurus who's living in their self mode. Taurus who's not pregnant and in a false competition. Like, that's delusion, right? Leo. Could be a Leo that you're competing for. It's like, there's no competition. You lack self-love, okay? Maybe you don't believe in God. Or you say you do. Miscommunication. Or maybe you say that you communicate with God, but really the God that you pray to isn't actually God. Like, you know it. You know that that's not God. You're fucking dark. Break up. Like, what you pray to isn't God. Like, what? Marriage. So break up, divorce. But I've been getting that for a little bit. Turn off. Like, you're a turn off. Because you, like, put your problems on everyone. Like, you never handle your own problems, ever. Anxiety in the reverse. This person, like, feels a lot better without you and your problems all the time. Truth in the reverse. You and your lies. You and your lies. Yikes. Like, withholding the truth all the time. Telling half-truths. Like, and then acting like a bitch, too. Like, what the fuck? Of course this person wouldn't, like, loser in the reverse. They feel like they don't feel like a loser anymore. Right? Like, you know what you're doing to somebody's, like, manlyhood, what you're doing to somebody's, like, you're just beating somebody down, man. So, like, they feel like a winner not being with you, because being with you proved them to be a loser. Like, you treated this person like a loser, but then also put all your problems on this person. Like, what? You sound like the loser. Honestly. Hostility in the reverse. Like, this person's getting out of something. Celebrate in the reverse. Someone feels like a loser for gathering to, like, bring somebody down. To create blockages in their life so that they can continue to take something from them. It's like, loser, they feel like it. Because they were. I'm getting they were. Raise in the reverse. So like somebody could have like said that they were going to give you a cut, give you something. It's like they're not going to give you anything. Okay? You're not going to get this raise. You're not going to get a cut. You're not going to what? Something about delusion here. Heavy on the delusion. New love in the reverse. Okay, this person knows that you're trying to set them up with a snake. They're not going to have any sort of new love. Okay, like I'm literally not going to be with anyone for like at least 5 years. I don't fucking know, maybe 10, I don't know. But I'm going to be abstinent for a long fucking time. Okay, you got to pay this back. These snakes. Unique. Family dispute in the reverse. This person doesn't want to argue with you and they're not going to. They're not going to. They're not going to stoop. They're not going to argue with you. What's the point of arguing with someone like you? There is none. And then what? I don't know. It's fucking insanity. They won't do it. Okay, they might point something out and move on, but they're not going to fucking go to your lengths. Plotting fail. Plotting this setup fail. This person isn't evil and you're not going to like, there's no way to set it up so that you can like portray this person to be evil. They're not. Like, fuck off. Like, God knows their heart. God knows your heart. Be humble, man. Be humble. I'm gonna do a herb, and then we're gonna call it a day. Maybe I'll do a don't sweat the small stuff. Did I do lavender before? Lavender induces calm and promotes sleep, okay? Mix 5 drops of lavender oil in warm water for a soothing bath. Put a few drops of oil in an aroma diffuser, okay? Boil a quart of water, add a few drops, and inhale the steam. Apply a few drops of diluted oil to your skin. Buy an oil preparation that is specifically designed for use on skin. Yeah, because sometimes it needs to like... Recently, scientists have discovered that lavender oil has a soothing effect on the psyche. Researchers in England have tested lavender oil on nursing home patients suffering from insomnia who normally use sleep medication. In a small 6-week study, patients were first weaned from their medication for 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, they were not given any sleep aid. For the last 2 weeks, their rooms were perfumed. Clear that. With lavender oil. Thank you. Although the patients had a great deal of difficulty sleeping during the second 2 weeks, after their medication had been discontinued, they had no trouble sleeping during the last 2 weeks. In fact, they slept well with the lavender oil as well as they did on sleeping pills. Okay? So that's relevant. So many people are fucking popping sleeping pills. And the reason why they're popping sleeping pills is because they do stimulants, right? That's their drug of choice, is a stimulant. So when you do stimulants and you're like winding down, you don't want to fucking go through that uncomfortable stage. So you just pop a fucking sleeping pill, right? That's what these people are doing. So it's like, try other ways because these sleeping pills are really fucking terrible. Use aromatherapy. Use everything at your disposal other than those fucking sleeping pills. That's like zombifying you, right? That's also making you more susceptible to brainwash. It just is. It just is. Being that in that state of zombification is not a good thing. It's just not. Read more books, okay? Not listen to podcasts. Read more books. Read the book version of that podcast. Scientists suspect that lavender may enhance the production of natural sedatives in the brains of mice as well as those as humans. Okay, I'm going to do don't sweat the small stuff. I don't know if we did lavender before. If we did, well, there it is again. We did that one. Okay, angel number 26. Okay, as I begin to write this strategy, it's exactly 4:30 in the morning. My favorite time of the day. I still have at least an hour and a half before my wife and children get out of bed and the phone begins to ring. At least an hour before anyone can ask me to do anything. It's absolutely silent outside and I'm in complete solitude. There's something rejuvenating and peaceful about being alone and having some time to reflect, work, or simply just enjoy the quiet. I have to blow my nose. Sorry if you didn't like that, but it's a natural human thing, so I don't really care. I guess I could have paused it, hey? Next time. I've been working in the stress management field for well over a decade. Must be his purpose. In that time, I've met some extraordinary people. I can't think of a single person whom I'd consider to be inwardly peaceful, who doesn't crave out at least a little quiet time virtually every day. Whether it's 10 minutes of meditation or yoga, spending a little time in nature, or locking the bathroom door and taking a 10-minute bath. Quiet time to yourself is a vital part of life. Ooh, something about virtual. That's another day. We'll talk about that another day. Like spending time alone, it helps balance the noise and confusion that infiltrate much of our day. Personally, when I set aside quiet time for myself, it makes the rest of my day seem manageable. When I don't, I really notice the difference. There's a little ritual that I do that I've shared with many friends. Like many people, I drive to and from my office on a daily basis. On my way home from work, as I get close to my driveway, I pull my car over and I stop. There's a nice spot where I can spend a minute or two looking at the view or closing my eyes and breathing. It slows me down and helps me feel centered and grateful. I've shared this strategy with dozens of people who used to complain about having no time for quiet. They would speed into their driveways with the radio blaring in their ears. Now, with a simple shift in their actions, they enter their homes feeling much more relaxed. Wow. Angel number 70, that did something to me just reading it. Okay? I was like coming into this fucking wound up reading the beginning of this, and by the end of it, I was completely relaxed, okay? So like I need to work on that too, right? Like I have so many things that I need to continuously work on, but like I've started it. So it's like, it's getting easier and easier. It never ends, and I know that. Okay, it's just how long do you want to not do it? Because it's just going to get worse and worse and worse until you choose to do it in whatever way you want. Like get creative with it. Do what speaks to you, right? Don't do it the way the last person did it or the next person did it. That's not going to work for you. You really have to understand you, understand what you like. Okay, that's where it starts, with self-love, understanding self, right? And then make it your own. Like I'll give you little tips and tricks, but ultimately it has to be your brain that comes up with it, right? That's like the awareness of self, right? You can follow a certain guideline, but like make it your own, right? Even like spirituality, I've made my own. Just like the next person's made their own and the next person's made their own. We're all going to be uniquely different, just like our fingerprints, okay? It's going to have the same basis. Sometimes we're going to pull the same energy. Sometimes we have like almost the same story. It's weird, okay? But we're different, okay? Because we're individual. Our life experience, the way we perceive things is even different than the next person, right? So why would spirituality be exactly the same? When everything else is different from everyone else, everything they see, it literally could be like the same thing, and we all see something else, a different tool, a different perception, right? So why would anything be this. I don't get why like anything needs to be the same. Like it's you who chooses it, it's you who perceives it. What does it mean to you? And that's all that matters. Go from there. Start loving you and learning you. That's where you start. Okay. I hope that helps someone. I probably won't be on today because I feel like I need to do more transmutation of energies, but like, who knows? I might be on this afternoon. Have a good day, people.